Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video, and I am working with some photos today that are from Bruges in Belgium. And I only have a single pager today, and I'm hoping it goes relatively quickly because the last couple layouts I've done have been pretty intensive in terms of like, hey, I have to make my own page protector. Hey, I have to sort through a bunch of stuff because I can't find what I need. So I'm really hoping that this one goes quickly. And as you can see here, I have red in all the photos, and that's why I chose to group them together, if I'm honest. So I'm really hoping I can find a card that works with that. Now, looking at this, I could do a lighter brown. I could do maybe a gray, darker gray maybe to match the buildings. I've also got black and white here, so I'm willing to consider that. It gives me a lot of options. So the first thing I'm going to do is pull out my 4x6 cards that I put in the bin for this. There aren't a lot. 4x6 are harder to come by. And then also just my general travel cards that are that size in case I need them. So I went through this entire stack of 4x6 cards because I didn't find anything in the bin that I had for this strip that I thought was suitable. I did find quite a few options, but they're all black and white. And a couple of them are actually similar. So let me show you what I've got here. So I've only got this 3x4 photo, but these two cards are actually the same design. It's just one has the black border, and of the two, I actually think I like that one better because I would cover up the whole right side. So it would give me plenty of room to journal, but you would still see this here and you'd see all of this space. And I don't need to fill that up with journaling, but I could at least do, like maybe part of it and then add an embellishment or something. So of these two, I do like the darker background better, especially because it brings out that black down here. Then I also have this one, which if I used it, I'd have to go the opposite side. I'd have to put this on the left, which I'm totally fine with. But I kind of like that it has the compass on there. It's just, I don't know, it's an added little bonus sort of. And then again, room for journaling. So that certainly is helpful. And then this one, I like this because I don't need all of that room. But again, if I covered up this side, I'd still get all the important stuff. And I like that it actually says day number, not just the date. You don't see many cards that have that. And this was a long trip, so that's kind of fun to consider that. So I think between all of these, I probably like these two the best. So I really just need to kind of sit with them on here a little bit and see which one is the winner. So after all that hemming and hawing, I've actually decided to go with this one. I wasn't sure that I would, but I don't know. I'm just really liking the way it looks. I like this on the left-hand side, and looking at it this way, I could add like a little red asterisk or dot or something in the center to bring in more of that. And then I can also do something down below with this photo to bring in more color. So I really like the balance of it. Because I was just talking about putting something in the center there, I looked to my right and I had this sitting on my desk from a different project. And there's a little red dot from the inside of the geotag. So I'm going to use it. I'm going to put it right there in the middle for a nice pop of color. And I love that. Let's see how it looks together here. Ooh, it's a little bit of a brighter red than these, but I'm totally fine with that. Again, it lightens it up a little bit, and so I'm so good with that. So now I can adhere this, and then that card is basically done. So I like it when it's kind of easy sometimes. Doing layouts, I don't mind a difficult one here and there, but oof, I've had quite a few lately, and you know what? I'm ready for an easier one. So I have actually put this and this in the pockets because they won't really have anything else, or at least I don't think they will at this point. So that leaves me with this photo on the left and then this one. Now, if I'm going to do anything here, it kind of forces me to do something over here if I want to have like a visual triangle. Originally I thought maybe I would do a red label here or something, but I'm not sure how I feel about that. This is so busy that I feel like adding another layer on top of it almost would make it worse, if that makes sense. So I just feel like maybe it should be something here and here. I have this sheet of chipboard pieces here, and I'm kind of considering this red one here, which I think is, you're supposed to make a banner with it or something, but I'm wondering if I can just like overlap it there and then maybe put like a flat sticker on it. I have tons of things in black, so I'm sure I can find something, or I could even stamp on it, which might be a fun option to figure out what I could do there. But I like the idea of using it because otherwise I don't know what I'm going to use that for. I don't generally like banners, so I certainly won't use it for that. I was just looking at the bag that is for this sheet of chipboard, and I noticed this was in the bottom of it. So I never used that brown, it just fell out. And look at this. That's a better match, I think. It's pretty close to this brick up here. So I think I'm gonna go with that instead. And it's actually got a nice little pattern. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it has almost a very faint grid pattern on it, which just adds a little bit of visual interest, but I still need something on it. So I still may end up now having to find something, but instead of it being like white or red, or I'm sorry, white or brown, now it might be red. So I pulled this heart out of this stash. I have all different kinds of hearts in my stash here, and I don't like it. I thought I would. I don't. So I'm going to get rid of that, and I think I'm going to go with an asterisk. I know I have a bunch of those from Ellie's Studio, so I think I'm just going to grab one of those and call it good. Alright, so I've pulled out my sheet of these asterisks, and apparently I've used the small ones already, but I think a large one would actually be just fine here, because this is a pretty big piece of chipboard. So if I just go like that, yeah, I think that's good. But now I have to figure out what to do over here. And not that I have to, but I kind of feel like I do, because I have this and then this red here and then no other embellishment or anything over here. So this might be an instance too where I can just hang a label off the side and stamp something, just a little phrase or something, and keep it simple. So I've pulled out a stamp set here. This is called Wander. It's from Carrie Bradford's studio. And I think I'm going to use the stamp that says, "Spent the best day here," because it really was a great day. We had really nice weather for October. It wasn't like super sunny all day, but the weather was great. I only wore a sweater, and you know, that was fine, and it was mid-October, so you can't really complain about that. And it was perfect for walking, and we walked everywhere. So I think that one is the appropriate one for this layout. Ta-da! I did my stamping and it came out perfectly. I actually chose to use my Memento ink. At first I was thinking maybe I should do Stays On just to make sure it was like extra crisp, but I realized that I had an inker for this, and so I added some ink to it, and now this one is a lot better. So I think that at least temporarily fixed the problem that I thought I noticed of it looking a little bit faded. So it sure looks good right here. So I'm happy with that. So now all I have to do is just attach it, and then I can cut off the end part that I don't need. Let's do about there. Yeah. And then snip that off. And then I have that, and I will just do a little staple in there. And there we go. And you know what? Let's put them all in the protector, because I think that it's done. I don't know that I need to really do anything else with it. Ooh, it's a tight fit in that pocket though. There we go. So let's see, what do we think? Yeah, I think it's good. I don't think it needs anything else really. Oops. Except just, whoop, flatten that. Well, now I tore my page protector, but you know what? I'll probably leave it. I do have more of these I could use, but once it's in the book, it's really not going to get turned a whole lot. I think it'll be fine. So here's another one done for Belgium. Thanks for watching.